Coming up on this special sports edition of UT 10 News, we look at how a surprise snowstorm impacted games over the weekend.
And we checked out a Toledo tradition, Mud Hens opening day.
Plus, Courtney Shaw was on the court and the diamond to see how the Rockets fared. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Angelique Baird.
And I'm Megan Dietz.
On Thursday, the Toledo Mud Hens opened their season.
Reporter Eric Burden was downtown for the party. Eric, opening day is always big, but what made this year different?
Megan, the grand opening of the new entertainment district Hensville made this year's opening day one of the biggest ever, even in the cold. Every year, tens of thousands of people gather downtown to enjoy food, drinks, and music to usher in the start of professional baseball in Toledo. Among this year's additions were 2 rooftop patios offering spectacular views of the action, including this one atop the new Fleetwood Tap Room. With 40 degrees and rain at game time, the weather was less than ideal, but that didn't slow down the party surrounding the stadium as restaurants and bars packed in the customers. The rain and sleet didn't delay the game, which saw a sellout crowd of over 12,000 cheering on the hometown Hens.
It's all about the people and the game and the community. I love it. I've never missed one. Ever since they came downtown, I've been to every one.
The home team would go on to satisfy the opening day crowd with a 10-2 victory. The weather would turn even worse over the weekend, though, as the remaining 3 games in the series got canceled. Those will be made up at a later date. I'm Eric Burden, live from the UT 10 newsroom.
Thanks, Eric. Well, the Walleye joined in on all the opening weekend excitement with a doubleheader against the Kalamazoo Wings. Reporter Caitlin Ward was downtown to check out all the action.
With baseball season just underway and hockey's regular season coming to an end, the Walleye and Mud Hens hosted Jersey Swap Night. Unfortunately, due to the unexpected April snowstorm, the Mud Hens were unable to take the field in their custom Walleye baseball jersey. Toledo Mud Hens and Walleye Communication Director Andy Roman says they have a plan already made so the Mud Hens can still wear the jersey.
We're going to probably choose a date during the playoffs that the Mud Hens can wear the Walleye jerseys.
Toledo Hockey Jersey Collector ranks this jersey in the top of his collection.
You know, 650 jerseys, so there's a lot of favorite jerseys, but I will tell you this, that I do love this Mud Hens shirt. It's clean. It really pops.
The Walleye hit the ice Friday night, sporting their unique Mud Hens themed jersey. Kalamazoo got on the board early with 2 quick goals coming from Alex Mallett and Zach Phillips in the first period. Walleye would answer by scoring a quick goal in the second period and would tie it up in the third with a goal off the stick of Billy Sir Harvey, forcing overtime. Walleye dominated the offensive attack in overtime, and 3 minutes in, Toledo's Matt Cato found the loose puck and put it in the back of the net to win the game for the Walleye. Toledo remains on top of the North Division and have their first playoff game at home this Friday.
With this overtime win, the Walleye look to carry this momentum into the playoffs. From the Huntington Center, I'm Caitlin Ward with UT 10 News.
Now over to the Fetterman Training Center, where the future of UT's football program hit the field. The Rockets hosted a free youth football clinic Saturday morning before the spring football game. Despite the poor weather, kids from all over the Toledo area showed up to work with UT coaches and players. Kids from 8th grade on down were put through drills and exercises.
The balls are only for throwing, and then the soccer balls are only for kicking.
Over 110 future Rockets attended the clinic.
Well, the big winner of this year's UT spring football game might have been Mother Nature.
And unfortunately, Rocket fans were the big losers. Reporter Zach Herrig has the story.
Spring football games are supposed to mean warmth, happiness, and sunshine. But for Toledo, Ohio, they awoke to frigid temperatures and snow here at the Glass Bowl, moving their spring football game indoor to the Fetterman Training Center. The Toledo football players and coaching staff awoke Saturday morning to nearly 6 inches of snow on the Glass Bowl playing surface. After a brief discussion amongst the coaches, safety became the focus, and the game was moved indoor to the Fetterman Training Center.
Player safety is number one. I mean, it's spring football. It's we got a chance to come in here and have one more final practice inside and get done what we needed to get done.
The Rockets were split into 2 teams, both coached by former Rocket football players. The blue team, coached by current Houston Texan Greg Mance, and the gold team, coached by current Green Bay Packer Jaron Elliott. The gold team would end up winning the game 23-7.
You know, I did a great job of getting my guys ready to play today. Kind of outcoached Greg a little bit, but you know, it was all fun and games. Just glad to be back.
The Rockets will begin their 2016 season at Arkansas State on September 3rd. I'm Zach Herrig for UT 10 News.
It's good that the Rockets got a chance to work out on Saturday since they took on an even tougher team on Sunday. Reporter Zachary Gore was at the Rec to catch the action.
This past Sunday, the Student Recreation Center hosted the University of Toledo Rockets and the Toledo Crash for a game of football, something they have done for the past decade. However, the Toledo Crash are not your average football team. Founded in 2003, this team was created to help increase awareness about people with disabilities and how they can play sports at a competitive level. The team plays through a regular season, but this is the game they always wait for.
For a lot of our guys, this is their high school football, this is their college football, things they weren't able to do. So now they can come out and be competitive with a team that wants to beat us. There's no sympathy here.
And even though winning is something the team wants to do, the sense of accomplishment that the players have afterwards is what the team is all about.
It feels amazing. It feels like we can play just like this, and you know.
Both players and coaching staff hope to continue this game for years to come. I'm Zach Gore with UT10 News.
A Rocket women's soccer player is heading to the world stage this summer in Rio. UT midfielder Isabella Echeverri joined the U20 Colombian national team in 2012. This year, UT's number 11 helped the Colombian national team advance to the knockout stage of the Women's World Cup. With her help as a starter, Colombia qualified for the 2016 Olympics in Rio.
We're very excited for her, and it's great for our program. She brings, a great mentality to what she experiences at the highest level, and she brings that into our training environment. We love that.
Echeverri plans to graduate from Toledo and pursue international business.
I'm Courtney Shaw, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. It was an exciting yet chilly weekend in Rocket sports. The baseball team took on Kent State, while the women's tennis team took on Western Michigan. But first, the softball team hosted Ohio University on Friday at Scott Park. In Game 1 of the doubleheader, UT started off with a solo home run by freshman Megan Choate. Well, then Celeste Fitch felt a little left out and added another home run for the Rockets. But OU wouldn't stay down for long as Morgan Gino would hit a single, bringing Taylor Saxton in to score for the Bobcats. Ohio would win Game 1 with a final score of 4-2. Game 2 would see the Bobcats get on the board in the first inning with a 3-run homer by Michaela Cooper. Well, from that point on, OU couldn't be stopped. This was Toledo freshman Kimberly Frank's first career start, and she struck out too. But the Bobcat starter, Danielle Stein, was on her A game and would punch out 7 Rockets. Toledo wouldn't be able to come back and would end up losing to OU with a score of 8-zip. Game 3 of the series was canceled due to poor weather conditions. The Rockets' next game will be tomorrow at Scott Park against Eastern Michigan. From the diamond to the tennis courts, the Rockets took on the Broncos of Western Michigan in what would be the final home match of the season. A game that was originally scheduled outdoors was moved to Shadow Valley Tennis Club due to snow. The doubles took the court first, and the team of Sydney Huck and Emily Mazzola came out on top in first doubles against Western. But the Rockets would lose the remaining 2 doubles matches against the Broncos. Up next was singles, with Huck playing first singles for the Rockets. She would beat Western with a score of 7-6 and 7-5. That would be one of the Rockets' only wins for the day, as they would lose to the Broncos 5-2. Head coach Tracy Montler says her team has room for improvement.
I guess if you play great and lose 5-2 or 4-3, you're like, well, there's nothing else we can do. But I just see so many spots that we didn't play as well as we needed to.
The women's team will play on the road Friday in Ypsilanti against Eastern Michigan. And the Rocket baseball team was on the road at Kent State, and they lost 2 out of the 3 games.
Hopefully they'll fare better tonight in Michigan.
Definitely.
Well, that's it for UT10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday morning at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. For Megan Dietz, Courtney Shaw, and all of our crew, I'm Angelique Baird. Have a great week, and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.